Welcome to Life Mastery Lounge with Sarah Fernandez, where mindset meets midlife and your next chapter or next business idea begins. I'm Sarah, a clarity and growth coach, helping everyday midlife women reinvent their lives and their work with confidence, purpose, and a little midlife magic. Because you don't need another course, you need connection. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Life Mastery Lunch. And today I have Mary with me. Hi, Mary.
Hello.
I have Mary Farias with me today. She is the brains behind Magnet Mind Development, and she's an amazing leader, and she's my mentor and my leader and my coach. And so I'm very, very excited to have her here with us today. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here, Sarah.
Okay, so how about you start telling us who you are? Because, you've written articles for my magazine. You actually write a monthly column in the magazine, Life Mastery Magazine, which I'm so excited about. So, for those people that have been living under a rock, who are you?
Well, I'm not under a rock, no. But I am a self-development and personal development and professional development coach. And really, I help people move into that next phase where they can start really believing in themselves, believing that they can have their best life because we're not here to, well, just slog. We're here to enjoy and we're here to thrive and we're here to give and we're here to be grateful for everything there is. And you can't do that if you're not at least trying to move forward. And so, what I really try to do is help people see that there is more, that they can think about their lives in a bigger way, and that they can actually have it. I know that because I'm doing it and I love it. And
Yeah,
that's what I try to do every day.
awesome. That's one of the things I absolutely love about you is that you live by example. And so it's nice that, whoever is in your circle sees you actually do the work. And so we all feel like we can do it as well. And so that is excellent. I absolutely love that. So how did you get into the self-development world? That always been a thing for you?
Well, yes and no. I was a gymnast for 37 years of my life, whether it was as a gymnast, as a coach, as a gym owner. And I used to have little success quotes written on the back of my closet wall because I always was trying to hype myself up and trying to inspire myself and motivate myself to do better. And so, being a competitive gymnast, it was natural for me to evolve into self development anyway because that's how I was going to get better. And believing in myself, having a positive attitude was part of the part that I had to play as a gymnast, and that really transpired into coaching gymnastics and being a gym owner and leading those kids and my coaching staff to have those success principles behind them as well. And then for so many people, or like so many people, COVID hit and changed our lives a little bit. And we decided that we were going to close our gym. And in that time frame between COVID and closing the gym, I've uncovered Bob Proctor. And I learned about him. I learned about what he had to offer, and I I was on a live launch with Bob 5 straight days, and he said, "If you want to be teaching this stuff, reach out to us." And I told my husband I have to do it, and he goes, "I know." And so I jumped in, and that it just resonated with me to find something even deeper in the self development realm. When I was a gymnastics coach, I knew there was more that I could offer the world. I loved working with kids, I loved helping them move forward, but I knew that I was cut out for more than just the sport. And so when I found Bob, I knew that I had found the answer to my question.
When you started on the path, Was it always a goal to build a community? Did you have an idea since you came from gymnastics? Did you have an idea of what it would look like for you?
At the beginning, I didn't know exactly what it would be like. I just knew that I wanted to teach this stuff. And I didn't know exactly what the path would be yet. But like Bob would say, just start and the path will reveal itself. And it really has gotten clearer and clearer. One of the things that I teach is based upon an article by Bob, Purpose, Vision, and Goals. And I had gone through that article and done the activities in it multiple times. And at the beginning, I didn't quite know what my purpose was. I knew that it was in this self development realm, of course, but I have since gained clarity on it, exactly what it is. And my vision came true and just came to I don't know, I just got so clear on what my vision was by just going through that exercise multiple times. And as I did that, I learned that I needed to create a big community, not just a big one, but a thriving one, right? And one that where people could feel supported and feel seen and feel heard and feel like they could move forward in what they were doing. So it evolved as I came through this whole thing, and that's part of the process. And I think you're learning that too, is that it gets clearer as you keep moving, right? And but if I didn't keep moving forward, I would be still stuck in the mud, I think.
Yeah, like Bob says, and I hope I'm not going to butcher this up. Like he said, if you're not creating, you are disintegrating. So, and for me, it was huge when I learned that, because I I think I have an amazing life. I absolutely love my life and all the things, but when I'm living my life, I'm so grateful for it. But I start to get restless and really anxious if I'm not, you know, moving forward, or if I'm not creating something new or going somewhere. Because, sometimes I look at people, I used to look at people and think, oh gosh, they have money, they have why do they keep going? I couldn't fully understand that until I was in a position not of having great wealth, but in a position that I could afford to just lay a little bit more back and just enjoy my life. And not to say I do enjoy my life a lot, but I now understand what it means by if you're not creating, you're disintegrating.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a really big one for me. In the community you are creating, which I absolutely love your community.
Yeah.
And I love everything that you teach there, and I love everything that we learn. Is it everything? I mean, it's always evolving, like you said. Did you think, or did you ever wonder if it would reach the proportions that it's about, or it's reaching, or, how it would evolve? Like, you didn't really see the purpose, but did you see that if you started this, that's where it will go? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I always wanted to have um, a community. I knew that. Um, and I just thought it was going to be built around 30-day goals or 30-day challenges. And that's really what I saw. It is so much more than that now. It is so much more. And as I got clearer on my purpose and my vision, my vision is to create the best personal development community. And I asked myself, well, is it the best yet? Clearly I can't, I have never been a part of all the personal development communities out there. So I'm not comparing my community to anybody else's. I'm comparing it to what it was yesterday, and I'm comparing it to what I thought about yesterday and where my vision was yesterday versus today. And so I asked myself, well, how can I make it better? How can I make it better? Because as Bob says, better is a good word, and everything can be made better. And so I kept asking myself that question. Well, I keep asking myself that question. How can I make it better for the community members? And I'm completely revamping my membership now and making it into more manageable steps for people. And I think that that's helping because it's parsing the information out a little bit so that people can digest it in a little bit better way at each level that they're at, and it's more attainable. And so I guess the answer to your question is yes and no, in the sense that I knew that I was going to have a community based around 30-day challenges, but it has evolved so much in the last 2 years.
That's a good thing, I suppose.
I'm liking it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that, when you are in it every single day, you kind of have to love it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's not,
Absolutely.
yeah, because it's not easy to show up every day for something that you're just not passionate about, that you don't love, right?
So true. Well,
So
and that's life, right? You have to find something, and that's why I so encourage people to find what it is that they love, because that makes life so much richer.
absolutely. So right now at this moment, what lights you up?
Hmm. Well, Sarah, well, my membership, I love the community that I'm creating and being just welcoming people into it. I think it's so fun to watch people move forward and believe in themselves. That's what I loved about coaching gymnastics. It wasn't the sport, it was helping kids believe in themselves and take it to the next level. And that's really what's happening here, is that I'm helping people believe in themselves and take their life to the next level rather than being stuck in a job that they hate, like you were just talking about, or just going through the motions every day. That's not what life is all about. And we get stuck in our comfort zone. So what lights me up is helping people move past those comfort zones and into growth, like you were talking about. But that, and you know me, if you know me, you know I love horses, and horses light me up. And I actually have really intentionally created my days so that I can go to the barn, be with the horses in the mornings, and then work the rest of the day and have time for what I love and what recharges me and keeps me going, because that's important. And if it that's one of the reasons why I can show up every single day, day after day, is because I allow myself that space to recharge every single day and do something that I love every single day. And I did that on purpose. And I used to have the gym, and it was very I was very inundated and very in over my head, in the sense that it was running my life rather than I was running the business. And I vowed to myself that I was never going to let that happen again. And so horses is a huge part of that. And my family lights me up, my husband and my daughter. I love being with them, and just really my whole life lights me up.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
It absolutely is. I agree, and I love. I've grown a lot since I've joined your membership, and since I've been in your world actually, because I think you inspire people. I absolutely believe that no one stays indifferent once they listen to you or once they cross your path. And one of the things that started to change my world as well was create that time in the calendar for the things that we want to do. Even before, like before you have the horses, like you used to say, or before you know exactly what you're writing. If you want to write that book, just make the time to start writing. And so for me, it was showing up for myself, studying and learning more so that I can go further and so that I can create that life. And so that was really important to me. And right now I'm loving creating my own economy, or going, at least going deeper into that, which I think is amazing. I just wanted to tell you that. I think it's really, really, really good, and I so appreciate being in your world.
Aw, thank you, Sarah. I love that. Thank you.
And just to end us off, what would you say to someone who is just feeling stuck or is afraid to start something or just of showing up? What would you say to them?
That's a good question. First, I would say to them that even though they might not know it, that they are a spiritual being and they have this life principle inside of them telling them where to go and what to do next, and that they have that guidance inside. They just have to listen to it. And in order to get that out and what it is what the next step is, just pick up a pen and start making a list of everything you want. Whether it's material, whether it's spiritual, whether it's in relationships, whether it's a house on a hill or the shoes on your feet, it doesn't matter what it is. Just listen to that voice inside telling you what it is that you love to do. Because when we connect with something that we love, we begin to really allow that spirit within us to shine, and then we start listening, and then we start, well, maybe what if I could? What if I could? And then that really starts the path, because a lot of people, Sarah, in that position don't allow themselves to ask themselves what it is that they want. And I think we really have to encourage people to go into that question and sit with it for a little bit and just find out what the answer is.
That's great. Yes, I truly believe that is exactly what everybody should start. Thank you, Mary. I have four rapid questions, fire questions for you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, a word that defines this season of your life.
Love. I love right now.
That's good. I don't think you can go wrong with love. Okay, a book or quote that's shaped you.
Oh, well, there's so many, being that I've been a literary person my whole life. But You Were Born Rich, I teach from it every single week. And Bob Proctor wrote it, my mentor, and I've read it and taught it, I don't know, 15 times. And it keeps getting better and better and better.
Something simple that makes you feel grounded.
Horses.
I have to admit, I saw that one coming. Okay, what does self-care look like for you right now?
Oh,
Horses?
yeah, horses. It looks like a morning at the barn. Hmm.
Mary, thank you so much for being with me today. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much. Just before you go, where can people find you? How can they get in touch with you, with your things, what you're teaching, what you're doing?
Sure. I'm on Facebook, Mary Farias. It's got the little check mark, so it's legitimate. And then magnetminddevelopment.com is my website, and you can find lots of stuff there.
Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you so much for listening or watching us today in the Life Mastery Lounge, where mindset meets midlife and your next chapter begins. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and connect with our community on Facebook at the Life Mastery Lounge. I'm Sarah Fernandez, and I will see you next time. Bye.